Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well and staying safe and healthy. This is Radhika here again, and this video is going to be about how empaths learn to make themselves small around narcissistic people, and how this pattern will affect you even later in your life. So, if you grew up in a narcissistic environment, you must have learned this from a younger age if you were not the golden child, or even if you did not grow up in a very narcissistic environment, or maybe you were not the golden you were not the scapegoated kid. You grew up in a fairly dysfunctional family, and I say that because every family is dysfunctional in their own way, but not all of them have to be narcissistic to a big degree. Some families are quite balanced actually. Um, but later in life you might have encountered a narcissistic person in your office or friends group or somewhere like that. What happens is, over time you learn to make yourself small in front of this narcissistic person. So what do I mean by small? Obviously you don't shrink in size and make yourself small, but energetically that is what you do. So we all have an energetic aura around us, right? So this is what people say, this is the light that you shine, or this is like how every bulb has lumens, that's how much light they radiate. Um, what happens is, you also as a human being have an aura or energy around you which impacts people, and we all are interconnected energetically. So what happens is, when you are a child and you have grown up in a narcissistic environment where you felt neglected or not taken care of, abandoned, or even abused, so to a certain degree or to a malignant degree, what happens is, slowly, as a defense mechanism, the less alive you appear, the less attacked you are. So it becomes like, the child feels like, if I am just a part of the background and I don't stand out so much, I won't be attacked so much. Or if I kind of just fade into the background, I become invisible, I don't get attacked. And there are many families where, if the child speaks up, everyone will pounce on the child and attack it. And not in a real way with spears or daggers or something, but just that child's idea will be put down or their opinions will be put down. There's lots of narcissistic families who do that to their daughter-in-laws. Like, the whole family will be speaking of an idea, or they'll be deciding what gift to give someone on a wedding, etc. And this, I'm especially describing Indian families here because that's what I'm familiar with. But this is human behavior. Narcissism is a human trait, so every race, every society has it. But I'm just trying to describe what I'm familiar with. So, like, if they are deciding what gift should we give to someone in their wedding, and the daughter-in-law pitches in, suddenly her idea will either be completely ignored or be attacked up front or in a subtle way. So, all these are different signs that a human being receives, over time, that your identity is not welcome over here. And this can be done in many ways, like, putting down their choices, what they like, what they want to do with their life, the celebrities that they like even, um, and things like that. So basically that gives the person the subtle indication that you and whoever you are, whatever you represent, your essence, is not welcome here. And so what happens is, over time, people who are in this situation, in such groups, they slowly start abandoning parts of themselves. So say, for example, there's a kid who really loves rock music, and say they grow up in an extremely Christian family that is against rock music, say they say it's devil's music or something like that. And over time, because the environment keeps telling this boy again and again that what you hear is devil's music, what you hear is devil's music, slowly they start abandoning an interest that they have or a choice that they have of liking a certain kind of music. Now, calling it devil's music is just like a projection that certain people have put onto an object, right? So everything that we perceive through projections. We project something on it. Like, this is a laptop, so I project this is a laptop, so I talk to it. So everything at its basis is a projection that we do onto the world, and that's how we all perceive the world. But what happens is when the balance becomes too high, and when if 10,000 people tell me that this is not a laptop, it's actually a tiger, you know, and I feel like, no, it's not a tiger, it's a laptop. I know it's a laptop, but slowly I abandon the idea that it's a laptop and I start thinking it's a tiger. What happens is I have abandoned a part of myself. So, similarly, the child who is constantly told that rock music is devil's music will slowly abandon the idea of liking that music. And what happens in that case is that he has lost a part of his authenticity, and in essence what has happened is his ego has shrunk a little bit. So something that he liked, he's kind of letting go of that because society is telling him, or his parents or his family, whoever is around him, are telling him this is not good. So this is how we kind of fragment ourselves on the way as we grow up. And the more you are around narcissistic people, the more fragmented your being will be, because they basically want to make you a replica of themselves. They can't let you be who you authentically are. um, so yeah, that's why what happens is, in essence, when you keep giving up parts which were authentically yourself, you start becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And so at the end of it all, you wouldn't even know who you are, you know. So that was this video, and that's how a child learns how to make themselves small. Now, in the adult age, the same thing happens maybe in your intimate relationship or your office or your friend relationship, friends group, etc. So a person who has done some of this in their childhood does this again and again and again in other scenarios as well. And what happens in sense is that as long as you are surrounded by people, a part of you will always be in this people pleaser energy, which is kind of like, if you don't like that about me, I can abandon it. I'm okay. So it's not really holding on to your entire self, to who you are. And also, beyond a point, people don't even know who they are anymore. And such people are very easy to brainwash and to be controlled. And that's why narcissistic people, they make sure that they choose people who are already in this energy, who don't know who they are, who are easily influenceable, who can be molded in any way that they want to mold them. So if you have been in this energy, you have to watch out for this, because this might play up in your other relationships and work relationship, friendships in later in your life as well. So yeah, that was this video. It's just an awareness video. It doesn't have tips on how to recover this, but maybe I can make another video on how can you recover your authenticity and balance your Manipur chakra, which is your sense of self, after you have been through a narcissistic experience. So that was all in this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thank you. Bye.